guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a historical romance, old school, vintage cover book haul. I did my regular book haul a couple weeks ago, and I decided to put these aside for a different video because I have a lot, so I will get to the books. But before I do, I wanted to show off my new sweatshirt. It is from Hello Lovely, and it says Peace Love Books, and it's so cute, and I'm obsessed with the design. And their shop still has some if you're interested. My code is PEACE15 if you want 15% off, but I love everything about it, so I had to show it off. But I have a lot to share with you, and the first three were actually sent to me from a subscriber and a follower. Valerie from the Reading Wildflower reached out to me. She works at a used bookstore, and she had watched one of my previous videos. I think it was my book haul. I accidentally kept a couple historicals in there about collecting the Bridgerton hardcovers and how hard it was for me because I only had like half of them before the show came out, and then it was impossible to find any of the old covers once the show came out. I had officially found my like paperback set, but I was trying to do the hardbacks as well. So she sent me a photo and was like, hey, we have these, do you want one? And it's in his kiss with the setback on the back cover, and she also asked if I wanted a couple other ones, and so she also sent me Love with a Scandalous Lord by Lorraine Heath, which I have not read yet. I'm actually going through Lorraine Heath's backlist right now, and also As an Earl Desires by Lorraine Heath. So they're so pretty. So thank you so much to Valerie for sending these to me and reaching out. I'm so excited to add these to my collection. I don't really collect a lot of hardbacks of historical romances because I already have so many paperbacks, but if they're like all-time favorite authors, I definitely want them. So like Beverly Jenkins, I'm still looking for. I decided to go ahead and take the plunge with Lorraine Heath because she's one of my favorites, and then of course Julia Quinn's hardbacks. I have no idea where these are all going to go once I'm done talking about them, but I'm just going to jump in. So some of these are from thrift books or half-price books, or friends sent them, or publishers sent new releases. So it's a little bit of a mix. So this one I know was from thrift books. The cover has like a couple holes in it, but you know what? It said it was like, I think a dog got it too. It was like, oh, good condition. I never know if they're being generous or they're like stingy with saying good. Like, is it really like a good, or is it like, oh, it's good? So this one is one I didn't have in the series, but I love the stepbacks of the series, and I really want to read the series because the one that's like the winter one is a kidnapping romance that I really want to get to, but I've heard you should read them in order. I think this one though comes after those. I don't know, but I'm excited to have this one. And then I also got, that was Sabrina Jeffers. I always get these authors mixed up. Stephanie Lawrence. I also have Lord of the Privateers. I don't know if I bought this. I don't know where this one came from, but this one has, maybe someone sent this to me. Was this the one with this one? I'm pretty sure Tori might have sent this to me from Novel Life. She definitely sent me this one because this one has this step back, and this one is Catherine Kingsley, and it is The Sound of Snow. She sent this to me for Christmas. She might have sent this one along too. If not, I don't know where this one came from, but this one I know is a pirate romance, so I think that's why she sent it to me. And I am excited to have these, especially this one because that step back is so pretty, and I love a good winter step back. I'm not going to go through what all these are because I really have no idea, and I'm not going to sit through and read the synopses of all of them. One that I got on eBay is Love Only Once by Joanna Lindsay. This one is the alternate cover. I don't know why this came out or when, but there is the original cover of this book and then this cover, which I absolutely adore this cover. I'm also trying to find her other cover for A Pirate's Love, A Pirate's Pleasure. I don't remember the pirate one. I didn't really love that book. That's why I'm not like trying too hard to find it, but I love the alternate cover for that. This book I loved. This is book one in the Mallory Anderson series. It's so good, so of course I had to get this cover, and it's so pretty, and I'm glad that I found it. I was bidding off of someone, but I didn't get to be too expensive. So bidding on eBay makes my heart race and I get really nervous, so I was glad I won that one. I'm also trying to get more Catherine Anderson stepbacks. So this one I know is at my half price books, and so this one is Keegan's Lady, and I shared this as a stepback Saturday already. It's like such a pretty sunset. So pretty. Catherine Anderson's an author I really need to read, so I'm happy I have that. I also have some Tessa Dare that I found. This one is Twice Tempted by a Rogue. I think this series is hard to find, so when I saw it at half price books I snatched it up because I don't have this series yet. And I don't think this is part of the Stud Club series because I know that series too looks similar. But this one is One Dance with a Duke, Three Nights with a Scoundrel, and then this one, Twice Tempted. I'm assuming this is book 2 then. It's like 1, 2, 3. I also have a Lorraine Heath. I found The Earl Takes a Fancy at half price books. I'm pretty sure this was in the clearance section. I found another one, and so like this one has like a little bit on his face like scratched off, but another one had like the entire part ripped off, but the sticker was over it on the sale, so I like peeked under, so I have to start doing that now because they cover imperfections with stickers. But this one is part of her Sins for All Seasons series, and so I'm just trying to collect Lorraine Heath's paperbacks. So that's why I have that. I also got a couple Shelley Thacker. The rest of these in my lap right now are from Thrift books, and so I have His Forbidden Touch by Shelley Thacker. I love Shelley Thacker so much now after reading Silver and Sapphires, and I'm really excited to read the one that's like the pirate romance that I haven't read yet that I do own, but this one has the step back, which is on the back cover, but I've definitely shared that on Instagram. I also have Forever His by Shelley Thacker, which is a really pretty cover, and I don't know what any of these are about. Oh, it's the year 1300. Interesting. I think it's time travel, so that's exciting. I also had to get Heather Graham's first book in the Pirate's Pleasure series. Oh, that's Pirate's Pleasure. I don't remember what that Joanna Lindsay book is called, but this one is Love Not a Rebel, and it's just like, if you can see, there's like embossing even on the people, and it's really, really cool. I love that. But this is book 1, I believe, in this series, and I loved Pirate's Pleasure so much that I was like, okay, I just need to get the rest of the series. I believe I already owned book 3. Then I'm trying to collect Christine Monson's books just because she's a classic historical romance author, so I got Golden Knights. And again, we have like the embossing around the couple, and it's just so pretty. Like, they do not make books like this anymore, so I want them all. I also have this one, which I know I got at Half Price Books too, just because it looks good. So it is by Kathleen Kirkwood, and it is A Slip in Time, and I think this one might be a time travel romance. He is a Highland chieftain, and he meets a woman who says she's from the 19th century. So I need to read more time traveling romances, so I'm excited for that one. I also at Half Price Books found this one, Nora Hess. It's called Storm, and it has such a fun step back, so I had to buy it. This one is actually a Pinot step back, which is super exciting. It actually has his signature there. It's just so pretty, so I had to buy this, and I think it sounded good. I buy for the cover / step back first, and then I read the synopsis. So then let's go in this stack. So I was actually, speaking of covers, sent this, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but St. Martin's Press sent me this. It is Perfect Temptations by Lisa Kleypas, which, like, the cover's just fine. It's okay, but I wouldn't gravitate towards this, like, seeing it on the shelves. But this is actually books 2 and 3 in the Hathaway series in a bind up. So it has 2 books in here. It has Seduce Me at Sunrise and Tempt Me at Twilight, which is interesting because they did a bind up of her books of the first book, Mine Till Midnight, with, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was with the Christmas Wallflower book, which doesn't make any sense because the Wallflower Christmas is book like 4.5 in the Wallflower series, but they put it with book 1 of the Hathaway series. I don't know. And then they put 2 and 3 in this one, but that's now coming out if you're interested in buying that. Then I did have Esty send me a Meredith Duran. I'm really, really intrigued by Meredith Duran. I really want to read her this year. So she sent me a Lady's Code of Misconduct. I need to read this author. So, ooh, it says A Deal with the Devil, and she is trapped in the countryside facing an unwanted marriage and the theft of her fortune. And she's done behaving nice. To win her freedom, she strikes a deal with the most dangerous man she knows, and he is Crispin Burke. Interesting. I just have a feeling I'm going to love Meredith Duran, so I need to read. I think I picked up a couple more of her books from Half Price Books that are in this stack somewhere. I also got another Lorraine Heath. I got Beauty Tempts the Beast. I think this was from Half Price Books as well. I'm excited to have this. I need to collect this series, and I think this was from Half Price Books because I know that Lisa loves Vivian Lorette, so I got My Kind of Earl because I also really liked her Amnesia one that I read, so I think this was on clearance, and I was like, yes, please, I'll buy it. And I think there's snow in the background. It's pretty. I also found this at Half Price Books. I almost didn't get it because I need to stop buying books because they're step backs, but I got Jude Devereaux's The Awakening. It just has a really pretty step back, so I bought it. Literally just the story of this video. Then I got this on Thrift Books, and I think it was for the hardcover listing, and I was sent a paperback, which I already have, but I don't think I have the first edition, and that's Vivid by Beverly Jenkins. I remember seeing, I do have this book up there, and some of her books and some older books will list only a hardback edition, and so when you buy it, you don't know if it's gonna be hardback or paperback because they don't have a listing for a paperback, or it might be vice versa. I don't remember, but it was really cheap on Thrift Books, and it is a first edition, so I don't know, is this her? No, this is not her first one, but it's one of her really earlier ones, I think, because Night Song was her first book, I believe, and this one was in 1995. Then I ended up getting this because Chelsea Upton from TikTok, they talked about Marilyn Harris, and I decided to get this other Eden, and because it is just gorgeous. I'm pretty sure though this is a bodice ripper, so it's pretty dark, but it's it's so pretty. So I wanted this in my collection, and maybe I'll read it. I just love how it has red edges. That's really cool. And that's not from age, like that's on purpose. Chelsea did also talk about this because they share a lot about Fabio and Topaz Man. And so this is a Fabio cover, and it is Haunting Love Stories with a ghost Fabio on the cover. And so this has Shannon Drake, Bettina Cran, Linda Lael Miller, Christina Sky, and Catherine Sutcliffe. So it's a bunch of short stories, and they all have to do with ghosts and the historical setting. So like this shouts my name, and I'm so excited to have this. And then another Christine Monson I got is this Fury Splendor. It's pretty. He's got a mustache. I'm excited to read this one. So I have another Lorraine Heath. I don't remember where I got this one. This one is Promise Me Forever, which is not one I've gotten already. I think I might have found this in the clearance section at Half Price Books as well. I don't remember. This is one of her covers, but it has like the full-on step back on the back. Love Lorraine Heath. And then I got a Christina Dodd because of the step back. So it doesn't look like it has a step back, and then you have to like open it, and it does. It doesn't have like the edging here. So this is A Well-Pleasured Lady. And the step back, I just like love how gorgeous and flowing her hair is. So that's why I got that one. Then I have another Christine Monson, which is Surrender the Night, which is so pretty. Her covers are absolutely gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with them. And then they have like a whole scene on the back. It's so pretty. And then I got these two because I saw them in a lot, and I was like, that lot's really expensive. Let me go to Thrift Books and buy them separately. And these are in like literal perfect condition. The spines are barely cracked. It is Sea Flame and Orania by Valerie Vale. And these, this one at least is on the sea, obviously. And this one, they're just so pretty, and they both have ships on them. So I don't know if the female's the pirate, but this one has this and this one has this. They're gorgeous. I think I'm missing one in the series though, because there's 3 books in the series, and I don't know if it's book 1, but those are those. And then I also really want to read more Anne Mallory. I think that Jen from the Book Ref used to talk about Anne Mallory, and so I saw this. I think this was on clearance as well, and so it's The Earl of Her Dreams. My Half Price Books either has no historicals in their clearance section or a bunch, and so this time I went, they actually had a bunch, and I was really excited for that. I didn't get all of them that were in the clearance section like I could have, but then I also, I believe these, yes, a bunch of these, 3. These 3 were also in the clearance section. I go to Half Price Books all the time, so this was not all in one trip. But Christina Sky, The Perfect Gift, I think the synopsis sounded really good, and that's why I got it. It's a Highland romance, and it's Christmassy, I believe. And then this one sounded really good. So it's Sinfully Yours by Kara Elliott, but I don't know if this is the first in the series. I think people told me it's not, and I need to read them in order. So this is The Hellions of High Street, and it also has Passionately Yours and Scandalously Yours, and it sounded really good though, so I decided to pick it up, but I'll have to collect the other ones in that series. And then I found another Meredith Duran. I found The Sins of Lord Lockwood, and it's just a really pretty green, so I have that one. I also decided to get this. I almost got this at Barnes & Noble full price, but then I saw it and I was like, okay, well I have to get this at Half Price Books because it was half price. And that is Hero Wanted by Bettina Cran. I don't know how to say her last name, but I'm pretty sure they're shipwrecked, and he is a bachelor, and they're trapped in an engagement by their powerful business fathers, and then they are attracted to each other. So, and then these two, I believe, did I buy this on Thrift Books? Maybe I did. It has a Thrift Book sticker, but I don't remember getting this on Thrift Books. This is Simple Gifts by Jude Devereaux and Judith McNaught, who are 2 iconic old historical romance authors. I don't know if they're still writing now or if they've changed genres, but another Christmas historical. And then I also found this one by Sabrina Jeffries, The Pleasure of Passion. This was definitely on clearance because I wouldn't buy this normally at half price because I haven't really read this author at all, I think. So I don't want to like buy a ton of their books, but it was on clearance, so I bought it. So then I will get through the rest of my old ones, and then I have a few new ones that I was sent / bought. Well, I guess only one of these was sent to me. So the next one I have is Sweet Everlasting by Patricia Gaffney. I really love Patricia Gaffney's covers and her step backs, and so I really need to read her because I've collected an insane amount of her books. And then my friend Genevieve from Bookshelf Gremlin has an Etsy shop where she sells blind book dates kind of thing. Blind date with a book. I cannot figure that out. So the one that she sent me was Once a Pirate, which is a pirate romance, and it looks so good. And it is Tammy Hills is the author, and it's actually a female pirate, so I'm excited for this. I also got this Meredith Duran. I don't know where I got this one, but it is A Lady's Lesson in Scandal, and I just love that cover. And she is in the working class of London, and he's a notorious ladies man. Like, they all are like that, so I'm excited for this. And then I have 2 more Patricia Gaffney and then a Shelley Thacker. So I have Lily by Patricia Gaffney, and this one is gorgeous. and I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Oh, there's nothing on the back, but I've heard good things about this one. And then this one, I'm obsessed with this cover. Pink is my favorite color, and it is Fortune's Lady. Look at her dress, look at the font. It is perfect. I'm obsessed with this cover. They really don't make covers like this anymore. Then we have cows like grazing on the back cover, which is really fun. And then the last one I have of old schools is Falcon on the Wind by Shelley Thacker. It's just so pretty. And there's a castle in the background. And then I like when they also have like a smaller photo up there on the back. So I'm excited to read more Shelley Thacker. Then I bought this one, and they had the whole series there, and I had like the whole series in my hand because when I went to this one, it was 20% off the store. But then I was like, no, don't buy the whole series. You don't know if you'll like it. But it is The Beast of Clan Kincaid by Lily Blackwood, which I've never heard of this author before. And it says a Highland warrior battles to reclaim his birthright in the first of a new series filled with seduction, revenge, and soul-stirring passion. It's a Highlander romance. Like, obviously I'm going to read it. So I bought it, but I only bought the first book in case I don't like it. But yes. Then 2 of them I was sent by a publisher and one I bought. So I did buy A Scoundrel of Her Own by Stacey Reid. I know that Tori and Sam's book club read this past month, and I'm really excited to read it. I didn't get to read it in time for their live show, so I didn't watch it, but I really want to read this because they're childhood friends, and because I believe he like saves her life, and they have to spend like 2 days in this cabin stranded until someone finds them because they're like 12 or something, and then they reconnect. And I love that trope, so I'm excited to read this. And then I got The Rebel and the Rake by Emily Sullivan from Forever Romance. This one is a case of, I believe the first book is like your normal pretty historical cover, and then they have proceeded with the series to do these kind of covers where it does not match. But they're going for the more tame new Bridgerton cover scheme design to try to draw in readers from Bridgerton, and I'm not personally a fan, but I am excited to try this author because I've heard really good things about A Rogue to Remember. The last one Sourcebook sent me, and I love their historical covers. This one is Fortune Favors the Duke, and just look how pretty that is. It's super yellow. I love the color scheme. I love she's just like laughing with it. They're laughing at each other. It's so cute. Here's a teacher. That's cool. He's teaching economics at Cambridge, and his brother dies though, and then he has to take over being Duke. So this sounds good. So those are all my historical romances. I did not know this video would take that long, but it did. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there are any covers that you thought were really pretty or ones that you want me to read right away that you've read. I would love to hear, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.